Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Justice for All. It is rather late on a Friday. This needs to come out tomorrow, lunchtime. So, let's get this recorded. I have a drink with me. Let's jump in. We have some more investigating to do. December 29th, 3:03 PM, Wright & Co. Law Offices. We managed to get the trial extended because they couldn't prove that it was definitely 100% Maximilian Galactica that good old, is it Joe? No, Mo the clown. Close, one letter off. Saw outside of his window. I still think it was Acro. That's my cold read at the minute. Is that even the right term? I don't know. I'm tired. I don't care. Let's get on with this. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But, the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow, how'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. That's like the oldest trick in the book. Oh no. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Aw, that was cute. We don't need to do those yet. We've got the detention centre and the circus entrance. Let's go to the detention centre first, see if we can learn anything. See if there are any more psyche locks to unpick. December 29th, detention centre, visitors room. Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by, and since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the great prison escape. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Okay. Night of the murder. The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much, it's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favour to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circuit. Fabulous! A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I simply cannot tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. This is his favourite story to tell. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. This is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. Ahem. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Okay, that's an interesting hint. Look and learn, that's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail. Grand Prix photo added to the court record. Okay. Is there anything... I don't really know if there's anything that we can present. So let's go to the circus, see who's here. December 29th, Berry Big Circus. Circus entrance. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Right, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trilo, this just isn't going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, then what are you going to do then? Hello Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice. You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Well, first things first. This is probably going to get us slapped, but... No. Okay, that doesn't do anything. And... Today's trial. I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we thought, right? Yeah. Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right Ben? Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention that he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her, that's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. If you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Huh? Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya, she's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So, how's this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It will be a real revolution. That sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk? Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Philo, you seem to be really fired up about all this. He needs to realise that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. Mark my words, I, Triloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, 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 your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up, you've got to be a part of this too. Okay. Don't know if we'll get much more out of him there. Let's go to the Big Top next. December 29th, Berry Big Circus, Big Top. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she is with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Okay, I don't think we're going to get anything out of examining this place again. Yeah. Yeah, this is all the same stuff. That is the ball of death in the background. Or whatever they're called. Let's head to the Ringmaster's room. December 29th, Big Top Ringmaster's room. Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Can we get the thing from this now? No, I don't think we can. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything super new here. Makeup stuff, yeah. Okay. In that case, we'll go to the cafeteria. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria. I still haven't cleaned this place up yet. Barely got one look at the state of this place. She'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. Remind me to never invite her to my office. Yeah, again, I don't think there's anything new here. Which is why I went this direction first, because I figured... No. Come on. I need to go to the entrance. Yeah. I figured most of the new stuff would be over in this direction. December 29th, Lodging House Plaza. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Ms. Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Francesca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not going to get me to backbite a woman with a whip, no way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room, behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Ms. Von Karma's going to start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room, got it, pal? Exactly where I was hoping to go. Ugh. Franziska Von Karma. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Okay, we can't talk to Gumshoe here. Let's go to Mo's room. December 29th, lodging house, 1st floor, Mo's room. Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Aha, 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 aha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. Yeah, I think all of this stuff. Yeah, I think that's all the same. Which means we're missing something. I'm guessing back at the detention center doesn't give us anything. Okay. Right, there is something we're missing. Cool. Oh, that's just... The safety light was on at the time of the murder, wasn't it? That's what they say. There were performers in the lodging house, so it makes sense that it was on. I bet the killer was worried that someone would spot them during the crime. This is the condenser for the air conditioner. It hasn't been used in a while. What? How'd you figure that out? You're not making things up now, are you? Hold your horses, it was easy to figure out. It was snowing before the murder, right? Well, look at the condenser. The snow is still piled on top of it. Wow, Nick. I'm impressed. Maybe you should be a PI instead of an attorney. I don't know if any of this is going to get us anywhere. Something's covered up by this tarp. An old sign, perhaps. Nick, look out. We've got the killer trapped behind that tarp. What? It wasn't funny? No, it wouldn't have hurt you to look even a little bit surprised. Oh, she didn't notice that I was too scared to talk. Oh no, Phoenix. The ringmaster's body was found here. I heard that the way he fell over made him look like he was carrying a wooden box. What in the world really happened here? Yeah, what in the world really happened here? Okay. He's not going to give us anything still. Hey, what do we do then? Yeah, nothing. I might just be too tired that I'm not, like, thinking of what I need to do, where I need to go. I guess let's go through all the locations, examine everything again that we need to. Use lights. Like, I think we've done this before. We'll eventually figure out that the rope is how Max flies. Okay, I don't think there's anything there. We'll go back to the Ringmaster's room. Just examine everything. Yeah, we've done all that. Trophies. Oh. Robot Clown Research Center. Forgot about that. Yeah, like, I think we've swept this place as much as we can as well. I wonder if there's something in Mo's room then, or the cafe. Oh no, someone else is back in the cafe now. There must have been something that we examined that we hadn't examined before. I don't know. Or if we needed to come back here after going to the other place and talking to Gumshoe, maybe. Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. All right, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Buzz. Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? Oh, I got it. Okay, what's your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. Exactly, it's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's trial. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. I even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke. Exactly, how can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? You're 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear, that creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a psyche log, he must be telling the truth. But there is something that he's not saying, so let's present this, I guess. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. I'm sure you're not, Phoenix. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Oh. Max G bust added to the core record, okay. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. Quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper. It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Nice. It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yup, that's what it says. The rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Note added to the court record. We've got to try and find the rest of that now as well. Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. Okay, so let's go back through to the circus entrance. Let's see if we can present this to Ben. No, he's still useless. Okay. Although, let's check this. No, okay. In that case, I have an idea. Damn it! Right, let's go present that to Max, actually. See if he has anything to say about that. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. If I've just done Mo's voice, it's hard to do Max's voice because they're similar-ish in my head. Your heart skipped a beat. While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat, which is exactly where I thought it would be, but we had to talk to Max before we were allowed to go rummaging through the tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Okay. We can't follow up on that, so let's go back to the circus. Let's go back to the big top. Let's go back to the ringmaster's room. Let's examine that. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat, which I've been trying to take out for like 20 years now, but you haven't let me, because you're an idiot, Phoenix. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. And let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 PM tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 PM? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Note updated in the court record. So someone said the ringmaster was a murderer. Interesting. can't present the full note. Okay, no. To the murderer, you haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 PM tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Okay. Right, so there's still something at the circus for us. I'm gonna check the cafe again. Yeah. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad. So that probably triggers people to move around a bit. Aha, Gumshoe's here. December 29th, Lodging House, Plaza. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But with Miss Von Karma. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, quick. See ya, pal! I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's as biting as— Ow! Biting as lashes from a whip. Von Karma. She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You don't often talk to the other attorneys outside of cases. Oh, we did with Edgeworth a bit, but like outside of the courtroom, I mean. Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright, your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think you might be overestimating the importance of win by just a smidge. She's not going to give us anything. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? I'm amazed you pick up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of wit. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? Then, and what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Oh, little brother. But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's death. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one, he never set foot into court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead. I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death, of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honourable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya, I already told you this once, don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? He's mourning for his boyfriend, Maya. Nick. Ms. Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him, too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick? Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Now we can go to Acro's room again. December 29th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. I don't know what voice to give this guy. Maybe just a normal Phoenix-like voice. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well. That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. Nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. So there was some sort of accident. Berry Big Circus. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then, one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me, he was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina's so cute. She's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatics session, right? No. That's why he has a grudge against Regina. One of her animals injured him. Psyche locks. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. When the world went on at this circus then. I reckon an animal was put down. That's the murder that was talked about in the note. Maybe Regina harbored a grudge against her dad for that. But why would she frame Max? I don't think it was her. I don't know. I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Ah, you went there for the rehabilitation? What about murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounds really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see, the scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick! Right, let's try this. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? It suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Ask her about it. Okay, maybe it does then. Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Acro won't even look at it. Okay. It looks like something is really weighing on him. Heh, money is a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals. Okay. We're not going to get anything about Max from him. No, not that one. Not that one either, okay. I just wanted to check those. Let's check profiles. Regina. She's cool, isn't she? And can you believe such a cute girl is an animal tamer? It seems animals are not the only thing she tames. Huh? Max, the ringmaster, Ben. She's got them all under her thumb. Well, what do you mean by that? Maybe I went a bit overboard. It's just Regina's innocence. She was incredibly sheltered as a child. I'd say it seems that way. That's why she can be so cruel. What? Regina is just like the animals she claims to tame. She's innocent, thus she can be cruel. I wonder what happened between Acro and Regina. I was hoping you could shed some light on Ben. Well, he'll always be here. And as long as he's here, he really can only continue to be a ventriloquist. Whether that's a good thing for him or not, I'm afraid I can't really say. The ringmaster, he was even more than a father to me. When he took me in, the circus was in bad shape. It was obvious that he had no real way of supporting us. What does he mean by us? Is that why you started with acrobatics? Back then, I was only 9 years old. I begged the ringmaster to let me try, and he finally gave in. Having a kid in the circus was probably the last thing in the world that he wanted. I just wanted to be helpful, so I could help the ringmaster. That's such a nice story. The ringmaster really believed in Mo, 100%. What will happen to the circus now that the ringmaster's gone? Beginning of the Lawrence Kells era, I suppose. I wonder if it's really alright to let Mo run the show. Mr. Wright, you don't know much about Mo, I suspect. You can see right through me. Oh, Nick, you can't let him get to you like that. You're an attorney. Okay, nothing more to talk about there. Let's... Nothing in Mo's room. See if we can find anyone else. No, it's still not going to give us anything. Okay. I'm getting really tired now, so I probably need to wrap this up soon. Aha. December 29th, Berry Big Circus, Big Top. Grrr. I've got a bad feeling about this. Grrr. Grrr. Yeah, Nick. Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet of Phoenix. Stay, heal. Oh, wrong voice. Stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey. Let's talk to her. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star. That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? You think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Just to get back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you. It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should. When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Gladly. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Yay, you're really gonna do it? Now we present the note. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his food. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realised that the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged to someone else in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Note updated in the court record. Now I'll present about Acro. Ah, it's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Interesting. She's only got 2 things. There's someone else in the cafeteria, so we'll do this conversation and then probably finish up. Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what that is. It's burgers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. And those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. I don't want to know about Mo's toasted buns or special sauce, not gonna lie. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Well, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger. He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. No. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know. The tragedy. You know? What is he talking about? Get over it. Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all. You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. No, he doesn't. Dang, correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? No, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seems a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Eek. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Another psyche lock. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Those old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, eh? So now I think we can do Mo's psyche lock. We'll give it a go. I know I said I was going to end soon, but I want to try this. Get over it. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a Jilled? Oh dear. Not that. A grilled chicken sandwich man myself. I'm tired. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? Could be this. Could be this. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Let's actually save here. We'll give this a go next time. Because this could go on for quite a while if I start getting it wrong. So, I am going to finish up there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I will be back next week with another episode, hopefully. Soon enough it'll be my birthday as well. Although, I won't be releasing an episode on my birthday because it's on a Thursday this year, I think. It is in 12 days. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's on a Thursday, so there'll be a video 2 days after. But yeah, that will be it for now. Next time we will try diving into these Psyche locks of Mo and Acro was the other one, I think. So yeah. That will be it for now. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everyone. Bye bye.